Hey, how are you today? So I've been missing in action for a few weeks now. I have been doing what I like to call a shaman's purge. I did some releasing, some major core issue releases, and then I got sick. Everything happens in the energetic realm before it happens in the physical realm, and we can start the ball rolling in the mental and the emotional, and get it going and releasing the energy. But then quite often we end up doing a shaman's purge. And so that can come out as a cold or a flu. You might even hear it still in my voice. Um, I know when I work with people, yawning, crying, burping, these are all things that are shaman purges too, where we release energy in these different ways. And there's more ways than that. But anyways, I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know if this was ever going to end, but they were pretty deep core issues that I brought up. Which kind of brings me to today's discussion. So, different ways that we sabotage ourselves. We want the best, we want the best, we want the love, we want the career, we want whatever, we want. But when you're circling around wanting, what is going on? What is going on? Because the only thing that's consistent in our lives is us. Okay? So the only thing consistent in your life is you. All right? It's the only thing you have control over, and it's the only thing that it's 100% consistent. And I remember when I got thinking about that like years ago, and I thought, well, I'm the only one who can change my life. I'm the only one that's always here. I'm the only one that has any control, right? So now when I feel something that I don't like, something that's controlling me, some way that I'm sabotaging myself, then I go in and I look why, like what's going on. And so when I look at sabotaging, it could be procrastination, it could be avoidant, it could be, it could be anything. It could be making yourself so busy. Maybe you have one or two things to do, but you end up doing 10 other things, which, I guess is procrastination, right? Everything comes back to that. Not wanting to face it, not wanting to go there. And this is learned really young in life, maybe even past lives, but this is learned very young in life. And what this is something has happened that has made you feel unsafe. So we'll use love as an example here. Okay, a lot of people are afraid to go deep in a relationship, to truly open up and be vulnerable, because they were taught at a young age that if they were vulnerable, then they were hurt. Then somebody attacked them, or their love wasn't returned to them. Things like that. And they began to shut themselves down because love isn't safe. Somewhere in the back of their mind, they have an idea that love isn't safe. Now, here's the thing. Before I go on any further, if this is resonating with you, if this is making sense, then yay, right? And if it isn't, then I invite you to go watch another video, because not every video, not every concept is for everyone at that time in their life, right? And if this is charging you up, if this is making sense, and any other video too, by the way, when you're watching other people's stuff or you're watching anything, you're taking in information, if it charges you up, if it makes sense, it's for you, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to sabotaging and what's going on there. So we don't feel safe. Something has happened that has hurt us, right? Something has happened that we've held on to in our heart, and our heart starts to close down and get smaller, and we don't trust, and we feel betrayal and frustration. We think we can't trust other people. We think we can't trust ourselves. And so we start doing these things to protect ourselves, right? To protect ourselves from love, to protect ourselves. And so we guard our hearts, we guard our emotions, we guard our lives, and we keep shrinking back and shrinking back and shrinking back instead of living the way that we want. And these defense mechanisms that we get when we're young, we don't even realize we're using them. We don't even realize that. So, I'll share one that I had was doubt. I would doubt anything good coming into my life. I would doubt, love. I would doubt it because, well, look how that turned out before, right? Look how that turned out before. And I would doubt. And so I had to get the core belief of doubt out of me in order to flow more love in order to be love, because we are love, right? And when we're a vibrational match, whatever it is that we want just comes flooding in, okay? Because it can't help but do that. So, are you sabotaging your life? Are there ways that you're repeating patterns? Are you avoiding things? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? That is a big, big indicator of sabotaging your life, is if you're afraid of something. If you're afraid to go out and, to get that job. If you're afraid of that relationship. If you're afraid to be vulnerable. I want to encourage you today to take a look at that and realize that it's actually stopping you from what you want. It's like you're putting yourself in the corner, right? And nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Take yourself out of the corner, okay? So I just want to encourage you today, whatever fear is trying to stop you from doing, do the opposite. Change that energy signature within you, that you don't give in to fear anymore. You don't give in to procrastination. You don't give in to the way that you've set up safety in yourself that makes you be small, because that's not safe. It's not safe for you to be small. The world needs you. Your relationships need you. Okay? Go out there and be big. Be your big, beautiful self. Okay? Full of love, full of light, because that's who you really are. Yeah. So let's pull some cards for you. Okay? Let's pull some cards here. Yeah, I deal a lot with masculine and feminine energies, masculine logic, thought. Those just flew right out. Holy smoking doodles. Okay. I deal a lot with masculine and feminine energies and teach a lot about them, share a lot about them. And the masculine energy is logic, thought. Divine masculine energy is logic, thought. And the divine feminine energy is that emotional heart. And when they become balanced, it's a beautiful thing, right? And they work together in us and also in our relationships. Okay? So, and in order to do that, we need to remove the things that are holding us back. Okay? The things we're sabotaging ourselves with. So the first card that came out, as well as the ones that fell on the floor, is the Magician. So the Magician tells me that you've got this, which I already know you do. Okay? Magician, you are literally, you can manifest anything that you want. You can make it come forward. You can call it in. It is you. Okay? It is you. So whatever it is that's holding you back, take a look at it. Realize it's holding you back. Logically look at it and decide to let it go. Do not give in to that fear. Get that heart of yours beating for you and not for what you're scared of. Okay? You're the Magician. All right. And the next one is the Judgment. Basically, look at that. Look at that angelic, that divine energy up there. Has got your back. You are divine. You are divine. You can let go of all the judging you've been doing for yourself. You can let go of other people's judgments because it really doesn't matter, because you have divine support. Okay? You are divine. All right? The other thing, oh, I see there was people on there. So people without clothing. Anyways, the other thing on there is that they're bare, and that they come bare. They don't cover themselves up, as in, don't cloud yourself up. Don't cover yourself up with all these fears and sabotaging behaviors. Okay. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. The King of Cups. Interesting. Masculine energy, King. Cups is about emotions. Feminine energy, right? Not that men don't have emotions. They certainly do. But that is a nice balance right there for you. You're the king. You're not just some peon out there in the crowd or something. You're the king, okay? So you can take charge of your thoughts and your emotions and bring it forward. And the Death card. So the Death card says death to something, okay? It doesn't mean you're dying or anything. What it means is death to a situation. And look at going forward confidently. He's on the white horse, going forward. You're going to die to these habits, to these thoughts, to these cycles that you're caught in, and you're going to come out of it. Okay? I mean, I know I've been there. I am the poster child for this. Okay? I also work with people all the time with this and help them release their traumas and their fears. And it can be done. It can be done. And you can do it because you're the magician. Where is it? And you're the King of Cups. And you got a higher power on your side. So I know you've got this. All right? So if this spoke to you, I'm glad that it did. Give it a like. Give me a comment. Let me know how it spoke to you. And I will see you on the next one. All right?